What's going on, guys? Dawko back again. Hope you're fantastic today. And I thought I'd do a Q&A because we haven't done one forever. Like, ever? I don't know if I have or not. Maybe like a long time ago. But I thought I'd just answer some questions what you guys want to ask me. Anything, literally anything you want to ask, I'll try and answer. Depends what you want to ask, okay? So if you like this one, let me know and please leave a like, because I might do another one, okay? We'll have to wait and see how you guys feel about it, because I don't know. You're probably more interested in FNAF than me, so. What's your fears when uploading a video, like it doing well and stuff? I think what you mean by that, yeah. So, when you upload a video, you think about, oh, is this video going to do well? Is it going to do bad? I only think about that when I'm uploading a non-FNAF video, okay? When I upload a FNAF video, I rarely think about, oh, is it going to do well and stuff, because it's FNAF and my channel's FNAF, so, you know, I kind of expect it to just, you know, do normally. However, when I do a non-FNAF video, let's say I do a video on The Walking Dead VR, which I did recently, or, you know, Crash Bandicoot, or, you know, something that's not FNAF, or even a horror game that's not FNAF, I have to try and be very careful on what I choose. I try and make it similar to FNAF or like a horror game or something like that. And sometimes I just don't care and just upload what I want when I'm in the mood. When a new game comes out that's not FNAF, but I really want to do one video on. That's what I usually do now, is that I do a video on a non-FNAF video and just do one. I never make it a series, rarely anyway. So yeah, I don't really stress that much. So yeah, I kind of got used to the fact that, you know, FNAF's my life, and, you know, if I expect a non-FNAF video to not do as well anyway, so yeah, I've got used to it and I'm happy, and I never think of it as a bad thing, like, oh, this video did bad, my fan base is horrible, all they want is FNAF. No, never thought like that, because I'm grateful for what I have, and if people subscribe for FNAF content, I don't expect them to watch other things. I really appreciate it if they do, but I don't expect it, and I'm always forever grateful for what I've got with my amazing fan base. Mwah. I love you guys. What does your family think about you being a YouTuber? At first, they were a bit iffy with it, because if you didn't know, guys, I was at university studying law. Objection! No, seriously. I was doing law. And at the time when I was doing law, I was a few months doing law, and I was doing YouTube at the same time, and YouTube was doing well. This was when FNAF just came out, and I was like, oh my god, okay. My YouTube channel's taking off. Let's YOLO it. Let's quit university and just go for it. Very risky, guys, because at the time, it was just after FNAF 3. And we didn't know if there was going to be another FNAF game or not. Freaking 5 years later, it's still here and it's going to keep continuing. So it was very, very risky for me to do. But I'm so glad I did it. Because at the end of the day, if YouTube goes bust and my YouTube channel dies, whenever that happens, I'll be grateful for what, you know, the experience I've had on here and the amazing audience, but I can always go back to university and study law or something else. It's not the end of the world. The YouTube was, at the time, you had to go for it. The other things could wait and, you know, be a problem later on in the future. But if I didn't go for that opportunity at that time, I wouldn't be here now. So, yeah. Always trust your gut, guys, even if it's a risk, okay? Just go for it. Obviously think about the risks and stuff, but I knew that I could go back to university anyway if it failed. Obviously it would be more stressful for me to do that, and more money, because you have to pay for university here. You know, it had to happen. What do you plan on doing when you hit the big 1 million? Are we gonna get it? That's the question. You never know. I might die tomorrow. No, I'm kidding. I don't know. most people who do the 1 million thing do a live stream before, like at 999,000 subs. They do like a stream to react to when they hit 1 million. I might do that. If any of you guys have got any ideas on what I could do, please let me know, because I don't know what to do. I could do a draw my life, but my life's pretty boring, guys. Nothing's really happened in it. The only sad things about it is my skin with my acne for what I've still got for 10 years, and it's not going. I've got all these scars. That's probably the most saddest thing that's ever happened. So, my life's just been pretty boring. Which is a good thing. My life's been I've been very lucky to have the life I've had. I've never had any, I've never had an unfortunate event happen in my lifetime, really. So yeah, I've been very fortunate. Before YouTube, what were your life plans? Damn, does anybody have a life plan? I mean, like I said, I was studying law at university, but was that really what I wanted? You never know. Like, I felt a little bit of pressure. When I finished school, I felt a bit of pressure because I didn't know what I wanted to do. So I just went to university to study law, like, because I did. It wasn't really like, oh, I'm going to become a lawyer and then, you know, be really successful. I just did it because I didn't know what to do at the time. But no, if I did go back to university, I'd probably do something like game design, something to do with the internet and video games and YouTube and stuff like that. Well, then again, I might not need to go to university after this. You never know. There might be a gaming company who want people on board or something. Scott, if you're watching, if you want to employ me in the future to be, Scott, you can be Willy Wonka, right? And I can be Charlie. I've got the golden ticket right here. And then you say I can have ownership over the whole FNAF franchise. I know you've got sons, but you know, I'm right here if you need me. I'm kidding, obviously. But you never know. You don't know what happens, guys. The future is just unknown. Nobody ever knows what's going to happen, guys. And I didn't have a life plan, and I still don't have one. I'm just in the present, and I'm just going with the flow. Okay, I'm going with the ups and the downs. And if YouTube crashes tomorrow or in 10 years time or whatever, I'll just be grateful that I got to ride the experience. How many pets have I owned? I don't have any Yorkies. At the moment I've got 2 pugs that are still at my parents' house because I've moved out, but I can't have dogs in the house. I've got a fish tank, as you know. I've got a fish, marine fish, a reef tank. With coral and stuff. I love it, guys. I love like the reef. If I ever go to Australia, I'd love to go to the reef, but it's dying at the moment, guys, because of climate change and how many tourists are going to see the reef, the Great Barrier Reef. So maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just watch YouTube videos on it, because I don't really want to go there to and damage things. I don't know. But yeah, I love the sea. I love marine stuff. I love animals. I've had cats in the past when I was little. Hamsters, degus, gerbils, a parrot. Would you ever challenge Scott to do another 50-20 mode? The only 50-20 mode... He's not going to make another 50-20 mode game, okay? He's not going to. He's not. The only thing I could see 50-20 mode returning is with VR, the VR game. That's the only thing I could see it coming to, but I don't think it will. I think they'd make a custom night, but I don't think they'd do 50-20. Maybe they would. I do still feel like there'll be challenges in the next FNAF games, but not 50-20. So yeah, if any FNAF content made it to Super Smash Brothers, would you play Smash Brothers on your channel? I do have another channel, guys, called Dawko. It's a Nintendo channel. It did Pokemon Sword and Shield on it. For some reason, not many people know about it. To be fair, though, I don't really promote it that much on the channel, because I kind of want to make it separate. But yeah, I'll probably do, if Freddy was in Smash, I'd do videos on the main channel. It's probably very unlikely, though. I can see him being a me costume, like Cuphead, but that's about it. What is your FNAF unpopular opinion? I think you mean what is my... What's an unpopular opinion of mine to do with FNAF? I don't have one, honestly, guys. I'm legit trying to think of anything that I don't like. Okay, it's to do with the theories more than FNAF and Scott. I really hate the Ballora being the mother theory, and Ballora being William Afton's wife. Hate it. And if it is canon and does become true, I won't like it. Unless it's explained in detail, you know, what's happening. I don't think Ballora has the spirit of the mother inside, okay? Ballora could be inspiration from like a motherly, you know, a motherly character. You know, William Afton's wife could be inspiration for Ballora, but I don't think she is inside, the spirit is inside Ballora. What are your thoughts about your YouTube channel now? Are you happy about it? Or do you think you can do better? Squeaky chair. I mean, I think it's with any YouTube channel, guys. You always want to do better. Of course, I think I could do better. Like, I'd love to have my own studio or something. Instead of being in this office, I'd love to have my own big space to film things for you guys and skits and FNAF songs and stuff like that, but I don't, unfortunately. And I don't think I ever will have that opportunity to do that. I wish I did, though. I wish I was a massive YouTuber who could buy a studio space to have their own office in and to film things with friends and, you know, stuff like that. But unfortunately, I can't. That would be a dream, though. If I were to improve my YouTube channel, I'd have a better space and my own studio instead of being in the house. I'd love to do that and have like as much equipment as I wanted to, you know. Why didn't you try out other game formats? I did. If you go back on my old videos, I have done non-FNAF videos, guys. I'm not just a FNAF channel. I just focus on FNAF because that's where my audience is, okay? It's as simple as that. I see so many people saying like, oh my God, Dawko, all he does is FNAF. Or, that's it. Remember, guys, I do have a separate channel that does Nintendo games, Pokemon, Smash Brothers, Animal Crossing I'll be doing. So... It's a shame that people just think I just do FNAF, but at the end of the day, I don't care anyway. You know, like I said, my audience is FNAF, and that's what I'm going to do for them. Simple as that, okay? If you don't want to watch FNAF, I live stream on Twitch, and I don't do FNAF at all, and I have a Nintendo channel, and I don't do FNAF on that either. If you could change anything about the lore of FNAF, what would it be and why? There's not really much I can change yet because there's still stuff we don't know, okay? Currently, maybe I'd change the bytes to be more, detailed on when they were. Because at the moment, we've still got the byte of 87 and byte of 83 that's still people a bit like, whoa, about. So yeah, I'll probably fix the bytes and make them more, you know, set dates instead of it still being a mystery. Something like that. What are you planning to do with your life once you're done with YouTube? Hey, I'm never quitting YouTube unless I have to, okay? If my views go down to like 1K a video and I'm not you know, YouTube's a job, guys, at the end of the day. And if I'm not making money to live, and I try, obviously I wouldn't give up, I'd try a little bit. But if like it's just completely dead and I'd have to stop, I don't know. I don't really want to think about it, to be honest. I'd either go back to university or I would try and get a job with a company who I've worked with. You know, I'd love to work with WWF as a job because I've done charity streams with them before and I love animals. I'd love to work for a charity like WWF, which the stream is tomorrow, by the way. You know, maybe move to Australia and work with the koalas and, you know, the reef and turtles and all that nice stuff because I love animals and that's something I'd love to do. if YouTube failed. Any advice for someone who's hoping to go to college at some point? Well, it already seems like you're motivated to go because you're asking for advice. It's as simple as that. You obviously care about wanting to go, and that's all you need. As long as you care about going and wanting to do it, you'll do it, okay? There might be some hurdles in life where something stops you from going. Let's say you failed a test or something like that. But as long as you don't give up, keep going, okay? You'll only fail at going to college if you give up, okay? It's as simple as that, and that's with anything in life, okay? Just don't give up and you'll get it eventually. Whether it takes years or you keep failing, just don't stop. Simple. Which FNAF game is your favourite? From the whole franchise. Okay, that makes things a little bit easier. I really enjoyed FNAF VR. Really enjoyed it because it was so different. That might be why I enjoy it that much, because it was completely different to the other FNAF games. So yeah, I'll probably say FNAF VR for now. And which FNAF fan game is your favourite? There's too many. There's too many fan games that I've played. Remember, I've been doing fan games for 6 years now. Which FNAF characters do you think are underrated? Can I say a game? I think FNAF World is still underrated. You know, I played FNAF World at Time, the fan game recently. And it just shows like how much story and, you know, how fun it can be. I really, really enjoy FNAF World as a whole. So yeah. And currently at the moment, how is life for you? That's a hard one to talk about, guys, honestly. You know, I did make a tweet and a post about it a couple of weeks ago that I was going to take a break. I came back a week later, but, you know, it was a very horrible time earlier this month. Really horrible. I'm not going to talk about what happened. But I was very upset, very depressed, and, you know, I didn't know what was going to happen. Things have got better now, obviously, because I'm here. But it wasn't very nice to go through. And then I had to pay my tax as well. In the UK, guys, you have to pay tax in January. I think it's different in America. And that wasn't very nice because I had a lot of money saved to move out and actually get a mortgage to get a house instead of renting. And the tax men took it all away from me. So, not very nice. Tax is not very nice, guys. But you have to think about it that your tax is basically a donation to your country. So you're helping sick people who need the money, who can't work. And if they don't get that money, they will die. You're giving money to the country to fund for homeless people, disabled people, sick people, people who need that money more than you at the end of the day. So I kind of treat my tax as a donation towards, people in the country who need it more than me. Obviously, it's still sad, but sometimes you've got to not be selfish and think, actually, my tax money will go towards this and this and this. So, yeah. Other than that, I'm okay. I'm at the gym again now. I'm going back to the gym. I've been going to the gym for a few weeks. My sleep schedule's fixed. I go to bed early now. I wake up in the morning and do my videos. My schedule's better. I'm learning to drive so I can get out the house when I'm sad and I don't feel trapped and enclosed in the house and alone. I can go out in the car and do something for myself, go out and get a drink, something to eat, go and meet a friend, etc. So yeah, hopefully, guys, later on this year, I can look back at now and think, damn, although January was a really rough month for me, one of the worst months of my life, look at me now, we'll have to wait and see what happens, guys. You know, like I said, you can't predict the future. Any games you'd like to play on your channel but are too scared to play? Yeah, I really enjoyed playing Fortnite. I'll admit it, guys. I really enjoyed doing some Fortnite videos. But a lot of people didn't like them. But I enjoyed them, and it was nice to do a couple of videos on them. And it would be nice sometimes to play what, you know, I want to play. You know, obviously I am a FNAF channel, but sometimes you do think like, oh, I wish I could do this and not worry about what people think. Which I could do, but, you know, maybe we'll see. We'll see how I'm feeling after this month, whether I want to do a more non-FNAF videos and see what people think. Well, maybe you want to become a creator on the internet. I don't know. I don't know. Can that really be answered? I like expressing myself. Like, I've always wanted to be an actor, and I've always wanted to be on movies and TV and stuff like that, because I enjoy acting, and I've never had the chance to do that. And basically YouTube is acting, kind of. You know, you're putting yourself on the internet. Not really acting, I'm just being myself. But like, I wish I did acting at school, but I was too scared to do it because of what people would think about me, which is a shame, really. I'd love to be on movies and stuff. I'd love to be a movie star. But I don't know, I don't think I've got the looks for that, and I don't think I've got the voice for it either. Can you imagine me being in a movie? What would I be? I'd be the trash can in the background. Like, I don't know, like my skin as well put a really big impact on my confidence, guys. I think that's another reason why I didn't want to do drama and stuff at school, because like I've just felt not confident enough to do it, and my appearance and, you know, my skin. I've had this for like 10 years and I can't look at people properly because of my confidence. Like, I can't do eye contact. I can for like 10 seconds and I'll look away because I think about what they're thinking about me when they're looking at me. It's not nice, guys. You know, it's not been very nice to go through, and you'll understand, hopefully, if you've been through what I've been with skin issues and stuff, and feeling ugly and not feeling self-confident, and, you know. But if I just love to act. I'd love to be an actor. Yeah. And that's probably why I started YouTube and stuff. Do you have kids? If not, then are you planning on having kids? I could buy a kid from the market. No, not at the moment. I don't have any kids, and I'm not planning to have any kids for a long time, I'd say. If you want the honest answer, guys, I just don't want kids right now. I feel like my YouTube is more important than having a kid. It's as simple as that. I know Raz, a good friend of mine, Raz, has had a kid, and I love him to pieces. I'm going to be meeting him soon. He's been very stressed with his YouTube and stuff, his schedule, looking after the baby as well as YouTube, and I don't want to go through that. You know, I'd rather just focus on my YouTube channel and have kids later on when I feel more secure with my YouTube channel, because I still don't feel secure with it. You know, I'm in that mid-range of a YouTube channel where, like, I could die or I could grow and be stable. For example, a stable YouTube channel is like Jacksepticeye or Markiplier. They can do whatever they want and, you know, it will do well. With me, I still have to rely on FNAF, and, you know, it's still a bit insecure. I'm more secure knowing that FNAF's going to be going for another few years, like Scott has said. But it would be such a nice feeling to just feel stable for once. But I don't think that's ever going to happen. But, you know, you go with the flow, guys. So, yeah, the answer to that is no. I'm not planning on having kids for a long time. Probably, I'm 24 right now. 30s. Early 30s, I'd say. What are your goals after hitting 1 million? Nothing. I don't really have a goal after 1 million. Like, when I hit them, that's all I wanted. When I hit 1 million, guys, I'll be satisfied. Okay, that's it. I won't be going for another goal. I'm not going for 10 million because that's not going to happen. But, like, you know, when I hit 1 million, I'll be satisfied and that's it. Obviously, when I hit like 1.5 million, 2 million, if I ever do, I'll be happy. But the million has been the goal. Not even been a goal because I wasn't expecting it. Like, I wasn't expecting to hit 1 million anyway. I am now, but like when I first started, obviously I didn't. So, you know, I don't know. We'll see what happens. I have no goals after 1 million. Obviously, my goal would just be to carry on, enjoy it, and just keep making content. If FNAF never existed, do you think you would have pursued YouTube? Yes, because I was doing YouTube anyway. I was doing live streaming on Twitch a year before YouTube, guys, and that was doing well. My Twitch channel, I was doing well. It wasn't a job. I wasn't making enough for a job, but I was happy with it and it was enjoyable. So I don't know where I'd be if FNAF didn't exist right now. It's hard to know. If FNAF didn't exist, I'd probably be doing Pokemon still, or something like that. I'd be like a Pokemon channel or a Nintendo channel, something like that. What were you like when I was a child? I was a good boy. Well, primary school, guys, I was a little bit naughty, but I was like friendly naughty. Like, I wasn't like horrible to the teachers or anything. I was like, you know, nice, but a little bit silly. But when I went into high school, guys, I was completely good. I was an angel. You know, I got like student of the year. I loved to talk, like I was the teacher's pet. I always sucked up to the teachers, respected the teachers. You know, I really enjoyed school. I miss school so much, guys. Although I love YouTube, I'll always miss school. You know, obviously in school you have some bad times and stuff, you know, drama, school drama, which everybody goes through, bullying sometimes and, you know, stuff like that. But I loved school and I miss the teachers and I just miss school completely. I know some people hated school because they got bullied a lot, or they just hated school in general. They hated the teachers, they were a bit naughty, but I loved school. I really did, and I have a lot of nice memories in school, guys. I really do, and sometimes I wish sometimes you just wish you can go back, you know, and get rid of all this adult stuff like tax and all that horrible stuff, adult stuff. What's the worst injury I've had? Damn. If you're an old fan, guys, my lungs collapsed in 2016. That was not a nice experience. Wasn't nice. A collapsed lung. I forgot the, it's a pneumothorax. A spontaneous pneumothorax. Basically, this lung collapsed. A gone-off balloon. Say, your lungs are here, like that. One of them was a gone-off balloon. The other one's fine. But one of them popped. I was having chest pains for a few months, guys, and I developed health anxiety. Kept calling the doctors and hospital saying, oh, I've got chest pain, something's wrong with me, I think I'm having a heart attack and stuff like that. And I developed health anxiety, panic attacks all the time. And then eventually, I remember the night, I went downstairs, my nan was still alive at the point. I was like, Nan, my shoulder's really hurting here. And she was rubbing it, and then I went to hospital. They did an x-ray and my lung wasn't fully collapsed. It was like there was like a little gap in my rib cage where the lung should be. It wasn't bad. And it wasn't that bad because they didn't care much about it. They were like, okay, your lung looks a little bit collapsed, but it should recover. You know, it will recover. It didn't. I was in the barber's having a haircut and it fully collapsed. I finished the haircut. It collapsed halfway through. I just had to pretend I was fine. I went to the hospital. They tried to reinflate it for 2 weeks. Didn't work. Had to have surgery. Wasn't very nice, guys. Really wasn't. And I got out of hospital, but then my lungs filled with fluid after the surgery, so I had to go back in. That's when I played Update 2 of FNAF World, guys. Yeah, it wasn't very nice. And to this day, I still get a few chest pains here because of scar tissue from the surgery. I basically had a bunch of holes in my lung because I'm tall. My lung was rubbing against my rib cage and stretched because I was so tall. It had a lot of pressure on it, and it split. So air was escaping the lung. They stapled the holes, and then they did something here where they stuck the top of the lung to the top, so it never collapsed again. It still can. Fingers crossed it doesn't, but I still get chest pains now and then. But I haven't gone back to hospital since, and it hasn't collapsed since, so fingers crossed. Anything you regret? Like I said, I regret not doing drama and performing, build my confidence up. I'd love to do musicals and stage shows. I love singing. I love musicals. You know, it'd be really nice to have on my portfolio that I was in a movie or something. Scott! You're probably not watching because I've been talking for 30 minutes, but I would love to be in the FNAF movie. Just anything. An extra. Literally anything. So I can say, I was in a movie. You know, I'd just love to, because I love movies so much. I'd just love to just say a line in a movie. Anything. Like, I'd go to William Afton, like, hey mate, like, I can't even do an American accent, but you know, I'll be like, hey man, my pizza's moldy. No, this pizza tastes like beep. Because of all, like, Freddy Fazbear's pizza's not very hygienic, something like that. And then William Afton's like, well, screw you or something. Literally anything. I'll do anything. I need to work on my American accent though, to be fair. I mean, you never know, they might say just do it normally. It's like, William, my pizza's mouldy. I don't freaking know. But whatever. When was my first kiss? Oh my god. Can't remember. I mean, when I was little, I used to kiss girls all the time in primary school. Because it was primary school. If you meant like first actual kiss, like as a teenager, you know, it was in 2011, I'm pretty sure, with a girl called Charlotte. There you go. I said I'd answer everything. There's a girl called Charlotte, and it was I was very scared actually. I remember it was in my bedroom when she had to go home and she came round, and before she left I kissed her. Yeah, that was when, guys, I was very non-girl, like, girls go away, because in secondary school, like, I was the nice boy. I still am a nice person, obviously, but like, I used to get messed around a lot with girls, because I was a nice guy. So yeah, at the time I was like, no girls, like, I don't trust a girl because, you know, they always screw me over. So yeah, it was an interesting time. But yeah, there you go. 2011, 9 years ago. I'm pretty sure it was either 2011 or 2010, something like that. Again, so many people are asking me about branching my channel away from FNAF. I have a Nintendo channel, Dawko. Subscribe to it right now so I don't get any of these questions ever again. Thank you. Do you have any scars? Yes, I've got all of these guys that you see. all this one here, all these, and all these here are all scars. All of them. Obviously they look like pimples, but they're not. They are scars. Look, if they were pimples, I wouldn't be able to do that, okay? They're scars. And I'm still getting a few spots now and then, and so I can't have scar removal stuff yet because I'm still getting spots. I really want to get these gone. You can get like laser removal. They basically beam your skin and it makes it peel, something like that, to get rid of them. But yeah, I want to get rid of these scars. I'm getting my teeth done, if you haven't noticed. You know, I think my teeth look better. I used to have a gap and now it's gone. Still got a few months to go with it. So yeah, hopefully at the end of 2020, remember this, at the end of 2020, hopefully I'm more healthier, you know, a bit more muscly, skin's better, teeth are perfect, and, you know, hopefully. Do you have an embarrassing photo? Yeah, here are some old photos of me. Have a look at them. I still feel like I look the same. I don't feel like I look like I'm 24. I don't know. Do I look old? Obviously I can say that though. Obviously I had longer hair. That's it. I don't feel like I've changed that much. The most difficult decision you've ever made was probably quitting university to do YouTube. That was probably my most difficult decision. What are your actual opinions on FNAF AR? Okay, so I'll be honest. I enjoy the game, and I like having the new animatronics come in, but I feel like they're being a little bit too slow with things. I feel like the hype is dwindling a little bit from the game. I feel like they need to do a big update with a lot of changes, a level up system, something to make people go back to the game. Something like that, because at the moment it's just the same game with a new character coming along every month, and they need to do a big update to make people stay on the game, because at the moment is what I'm doing. A new character, oh this is fun, oh I've caught him, see you next month. Do you know what I mean? I've got no reason to go back on it. I've got no reason to make more videos on it. I only do videos when a new character's out, and then I wait until the next one. There needs to be something to make people go back to the game. Favourite memories of you and the gang? Alton Towers, always will be Alton Towers. Anytime I think of Alton Towers, I just think of happy memories. And we're going back again in a few months' time, and I will vlog it, and it just makes me happy. Just thinking about Alton Towers just makes me happy. It really does. I'm not even kidding. It's really nice. Happy memories. Have I thought about quitting YouTube before? Yes. Yeah. There was a time where I thought about quitting when I was going through the frustration of my non-FNAF videos not doing good. And it was at a time when there was no FNAF content at all. It was really dead for a long time, and I had to try and make videos to do with FNAF, and it was getting I was getting burnt out a lot, and my non-FNAF videos were doing really bad, like really bad. When I do a non-FNAF video now, I'm really happy with how they do, okay? Like, when I do a non-FNAF video, the views are still good for me. They make me happy, and that makes me so happy, guys. Obviously they're not going to do well as FNAF, but they still do pretty good. And for me personally, in my brain, and it makes me more confident to do more non-FNAF stuff. But at the time, I think it was like 2015, 2016, I was going through stages where I was like, this isn't working. I started to not earn a lot of money. I was earning less than I ever had, less than a job, and I was like, oh God, what's gonna happen? It was a very uncertain and stressful time. What do you do in your free time? I don't know. Because I can't drive yet, guys, I stay in the house and watch Netflix. I go to the gym now, which is nice to get a break out. But before this year, all I did was wake up, record a video, edit it, watch Netflix, and just do nothing all day. I didn't really do a lot, to be honest, but I don't really have any hobbies at the moment. I think they'll start to grow out when I can drive, because I can go and do things. But I love singing, I love dancing, even though I'm really tall. I hate being tall because when tall people dance, they look a bit gangly like Squidward. But yeah, I love dancing, I love musicals and stuff like that. I love tennis. I love I love going out and exploring. That's a major hobby. Whenever I go on holiday, guys, I'm the type of guy who doesn't just lie there and sunbathe. I go and explore, climb mountains and walk and look at views, and love animals. Like I said, I'd love to do animal work in the future. How long does it usually take to edit a vid? It's a tough one to answer because it depends on the video. Couple of hours, 3 hours, something like that. But again, it depends what the video is. If the video is an hour long, it's going to take longer than a 10-minute recording. Do you know what I mean? Did you ever think you'd make it this far? No. But I just thank FNAF for it, really. I'm guessing if FNAF was done now, I think I'd be done as well. Yeah. I'm very grateful for where I am now, and I didn't think I'd make it this far, no. And I don't know how long it's going to last, but like I said, I'm just going to go with it and just go with the flow and just ride the wave, boys. Again, would you see yourself still doing YouTube in 10 years? I mean, I'd do it if it was still there, but you never know what's going to happen in 10 years, so I can't really answer that. Do you poop in the morning or the evening? Morning, I'd say. What was your first Mario game and what was your first Pokemon game? My first Pokemon game was Pokemon Yellow on the Game Boy. So that was a very long time ago. Very, very long. Jesus. My first Mario game was... I think it was the original. But it wasn't on the SNES or the NES, whatever it was on. If it was the NES. It was a port for the Game Boy, I'm pretty sure, or the Game Boy Advance, one of the two. That was the first time I played Mario. What games did you love playing growing up? Nintendo games. You know, I had a GameCube as well back in 2003. Luigi's Mansion, Super Mario Sunshine, Sonic Adventure 2. I've had a lot of games, guys. I've been very lucky. Xbox 360 era, Fever Pinata, Left 4 Dead 2, Halo 3, Halo Reach, Call of Duty 4. I've had a lot. I've been a gamer all my life, guys, and time flies, man. It's actually really sad to go back and think about the old era. I remember the year I got my Xbox 360. I got it in 2007 in July. And I had Fever Pinata, Cameo, Elements of Power, and like a racing game. I forgot what it was called for the 360. It was like GTR or something like that. I can't remember. But yeah, a lot of good memories with video games. You know, they really did help out with me to get through some rough times in my life with school and stuff, and I love just going home and just playing Xbox all day and night. I just love it. It was such a lovely time to go through. I'm not even kidding. I think the best era was Xbox 360 for me anyway. It was just a really enjoyable period of time I went through in life, and you know, I didn't care. I just played games all day, and I loved it, and I don't regret it either. I always get this a lot. Advice for a new YouTuber. Okay, so you start on YouTube. The advice would be to have a good computer, good editing software. I know it's hard to do. This would be the best outcome: a good mic, a good camera, and a good editing software and a good computer or whatever. I know that's not what people have because they have to build themselves up. Just have a decent mic, a decent camera, stuff like that helps a lot. Good recording software. I use OBS, guys, which is completely free. OBS, and it's completely free and it records your computer screen. And that's what I've been using for 6 years. Other than that, don't give up. I'm just being honest and real. Don't expect to get 1 million views in your first video unless you're very, very lucky, because usually it doesn't happen, okay? If you want to make this work and if you want to do YouTube, you just have to keep going. You just have to keep going. It's as simple as that, and you just have to wait for it to come out, for people to start watching. And that's just how it works, unfortunately. And that's how it works with life. It could take years for you to finally feel like, oh, I'm doing something now. You just have to keep going. It took me like a year to start seeing the benefits of, oh crap, it's happened. But I got very lucky because FNAF came out. That could happen to you. A new game comes out and you do a video on it and you're like, oh my god, I'm successful from this game franchise now. That's usually how it happens. Favourite colour is red. I usually go for red or blue. My favourite game is too hard to say because I've just talked about that. It's hard to say. I can't say. I really can't. Halo, I really played a lot when I was younger. Left 4 Dead though, I really wish they'll make a Left 4 Dead 3, but it's probably not going to happen. But yeah, a lot of good memories on the Xbox 360. The most uncomfortable fan interaction or online. I'm going to be real because I said I don't answer anything. I have had a few strange things happen, weird emails from people, a few stalkers now and then. But that's something you just got to deal with and just ignore. I haven't really had an uncomfortable fan in real life. I understand that people get nervous and stuff, and it happens. So yeah, it's usually people online who are not everybody, obviously. A few people who, because they're on their internet, they think they can do what they want. Sometimes you just get a few strange things happen. I won't go into detail, but I think every YouTuber's been through it, like an admirer, and they're a little bit weird and, stuff like that. My life before YouTube was just a typical life. Like I said, I was at university studying law, so I was just at uni, just going with life, just seeing what happens. So yeah, nothing really special. I was just going with life. Have you ever considered making your own FNAF Fangame? I thought about making my own game. I wouldn't say fan game because I think I haven't thought about making a fan game, but I'd love to make my own game, as in hiring people to make a game, something like that. I wouldn't make it FNAF based, maybe FNAF inspired or something like that. I wouldn't make it a clone though. I don't know. I haven't really thought about it that much. It might be too much stress to handle while doing YouTube. I don't like having too much things going on all at once. I don't like things affecting my YouTube job. So if it became too stressful, I'd just be like, no, go away, I'm done. Are you as energetic in real life? No, I'm not. I'm not, guys, okay? I am energetic with a few friends. One of my closest friends, who I don't see a lot anymore because he's a busy boy. I'm very immature with him. Really immature. Always have been at school with him. Pulling faces like this. To him, like, if we're across the room from each other, we go like this to each other, like creepy, ugly faces, and speaking weird like this to each other. Like, just really immature, kiddie stuff. And when I'm with him now, we still do stupid things. Like, we was at a party before and we're dancing like idiots, like with the face, like dancing really stupidly, you know. But other than that, no, I'm very chill in real life. If you saw me in person, I'd be very chill. Yeah, I'm a very relaxed person in real life. On my videos, you know, you do put yourself a bit more forward, and you know, a lot of, you know, you can't just, in YouTube videos, guys, you can't be like this. Hey guys, I'm playing FNAF. Hope you enjoyed the video. You know, some people can, but with my personality, you know, it wouldn't work with me, I don't think. But yeah, and that's it, guys. I've ran out of questions. It's been a long video, hasn't it, guys? But I wanted to make it long so I can answer as many questions as possible. I just want to say a major thank you for the support. We're almost at 1 million, which is amazing. I don't know what I want to do yet, but we'll see what happens. Hopefully some of your questions were answered. I tried to answer as many as possible. If you want to see another one, I still feel like this question, you know, literally ask anything, okay? I'll try and answer them. As long as they're not too lewd or over the top, I'll answer them. Just so you get to know my opinions on things and, you know, learn a bit more about me rather than just being a FNAF YouTuber. Remember, guys, I have another channel, Dawko, N-I-N, Dawko, okay? Where I do other non-FNAF stuff, okay? Thank you so much for the support. Remember the charity stream's tomorrow, so check out for that. And yeah, thank you guys. I love you all to pieces. I really do appreciate the support. Take care, and thank you for asking me questions. It's nice to just talk with you guys a little bit. So yeah, I love you. Take care, and I'll see you all next time.